Okay, so some of you are going to think, how does warming up improve my chest development? Well, as I said to you guys, I've not had an injury. A lot of the people I speak to say, you know, I was making loads of progress and I injured my shoulder. I was making loads of progress and I injured my elbow. Injuries hinder your progress, you know, so just by warming up and making sure, you know, that you're good for the set means that we can avoid injuries, meaning that your progress will not be impacted by an injury, you know, so that's how it will help. Next one I'm going to show you is also about injury prevention, but at the same time it's about making sure that you're getting the most out of the workout, making sure that it's working your chest and not your shoulders, and that is incline flies or any dumbbell flies. So when we fly, a lot of us tend to try and keep our arms straight, thinking that that's going to activate the chest. Incorrect. What you want to do is actually bend your elbows at the bottom and stretch the chest. That's what you want. You really want to stretch the chest at the bottom, and you're only going to do that by bending your elbows. If you keep your arms straight, then the strain is going to go on your shoulders. So we stretch the chest by bending our elbows, and then we bring the arms, the dumbbells, to the middle. We don't need to clang, because that's going to release the tension, but we do need to come to the middle. So you're going to, and as you get to the top, that's when you start to straighten out. Not completely straight, but slightly, and then bend as you come to the bottom. I'll demonstrate. So guys, when you try that, you're going to notice an extreme difference, a very noticeable, good difference doing it the correct way to doing it the incorrect way. And just remember guys, stretch at the bottom, squeeze at the top. Stretch at the bottom, squeeze at the top. Squeeze the chest together at the top. And that's going to be a great one for you to add to your flies. Now, there's one exercise that I really owe my chest to, and it's this, dips. And that's probably why my lower chest is so dominant on my chest. Either that or it's my genetics, one of the two. But I do know that back in the day, I did a hell of a lot of dips. I used to even have, back when I told you guys I used to train at home for like 5-6 years, I even had a dip station at home. So I've been doing dips from the very beginning, weighted dips. I even went up to like, I had 5 plates in between my legs with a dip belt. And I used to do heavy dips, all for chest. And there's a big difference between doing your dips for your chest and your triceps. And that is a tip I want to show you guys today. So, if you guys have been adding dips for chest, there's something significant that you need to know, and it's the form. It's completely different. If you're doing it for your triceps, you're going to stay more straight up. So you're going to come straight up, straight down. That's going to hit your triceps and your chest, but it's going to hit more your triceps. If you want to hit your chest, you need to lean forward. Lean into it, get that deep stretch, and then push out. Lean into it, get the deep stretch, and then push out. And that is going to give you a huge chest. Guys, bench press is a fantastic exercise for chest, but do not discount this beast of a chest workout. So I'm going to show you the demonstration. This is how you do it. Cable flies. Okay, so there's about 5 or 6 tips that I have for this one. There's so many. So starting off with the grip. So a lot of people tend to have a pressing grip, We're not pressing, we're flying. So you don't want a pronated grip, you want a neutral grip. So not pronated, neutral, okay? That's the first thing, and I'll show you what that means. So instead of starting close to the body like this, like we're about to do a press, that's the pronation. We're gonna neutral grip, and we're gonna go wide. We wanna start wide. We wanna come forward, and you bring it together. So not like this, we're not pressing, we're flying. Okay, that's the first one. Okay, so you've got your grip sorted. What's next? Your stance. Now, what we don't want to do is we don't want our feet like this. You're not going to be able to create enough power when the weight goes up, flying like this. So what do? We take a split stance. Now, we are completely in the best position to perform this exercise. Just like that. So we've got our grip and we've got our stance. But one of the most important things is where are we standing? We don't want to stand too close to the left. It's going to throw us off. We don't want to stand too close to the right. Throw us off. We need to make sure that we are dead center. So dead center, not a pronated grip, neutral, split stance, and bring it together. Okay, now with my chest routine, I always start with a compound, so I start with my bench press. Probably going to then move on to incline, whether that is dumbbells or machine or incline press. And then I'm going to do flies and a variation of flies, and that is what I'm going to teach you today. This is one of the best things that's really going to help improve your chest, and that is to do a variation of flies. Now, when we talk about cable crossovers, we all know the regular, conventional mid. So that's the mid. What you've been seeing me demonstrate with all the other exercises, that's the typical cable crossover. But what I do is I mix 3 different variations at least, and that is top, middle, and lower. So I'm going to show you all of those, and you should add them to your routine. Let's go. Okay, the final exercise that I'm going to show you guys is ironic actually, because it is a cable crossover in its true literal form. Now we call all cable crossovers when we're not actually crossing over, but every now and then you should add a cable crossover in its literal form to your workout routine. So what that means is, instead of just coming to the middle, we're actually going to cross over like this. But just for the positioning, to make it more, so that you can get more of a squeeze, as I told you guys to keep a neutral grip. When you're doing this and you're actually crossing over, when you get to the middle, you're going to change to a pronated grip, just to get that squeeze. So if you come in and see the chest, so if you see the chest squeeze, just like that. So we don't want it like that. At the end, we're going to go like that and squeeze it together. I'll demonstrate.